I'm realizing more and more that my challenges in life, or the goals that I want to accomplish, the dreams that I want to pursue, my ability to get those things and the probability of me getting those things is not related to a lack of something I have, okay? In other words, it's not a lack of money that's holding me back. It's not a lack of time. It's not a lack of intelligence. It's not a lack of knowledge, and it's not a lack of being around the right people. You know, people that have money problems will tell you they don't make enough money. But the reality of the matter is they spend more than they make. Most people, okay? They spend more than they make. And if they started making more money, they would just spend it. They would always spend more than they make. That's the problem. It's not a lack of money. It's a spending habit problem. And if you can't learn to work with the money you have to pay for, self-education, to start a business, to invest money, you probably won't do it if you make more money. So the first thing you got to learn is how to live beneath your means, whatever those means are, okay? You got to live beneath your means, free up some money, and then use that money to change your life. That's called delayed gratification. If you can't practice delayed gratification at $40,000 a year, you're not going to practice it at $100,000 a year. It's the same thing with time. I could sit down with most people, and if you told me everything you have to do with your time, I could free up at least an hour a day for you to change your life. You do not have a lack of time. The fact that there's 24 hours in the day for every single person is proof of that. The richest guy in the world, I don't know if it's Jeff Bezos, he owns Amazon.com, right? He's worth over $100 billion. He gets 24 hours in the day. He doesn't get 1,000,000 hours every day. And whoever the poorest person is in the world, they get 24 hours in the day. So you can't tell me it's a lack of time. And I realize we all have a different set of responsibilities. But every time I complain that I'm stressed out and I can't get to this or that, I can always step back and look at my life and go, you know what? If I'd have got up a little earlier, or I didn't screw around answering emails for an hour today, or I didn't do this, I could have done the thing I needed to get done. Almost always. It's bad time management. And as far as knowledge goes, I'm going to tell you, when I was growing up, we had to go to the library and get a book. And I grew up in a neighborhood where there was nobody that I would say was highly successful. Everybody was an employee. It was all hourly people. I don't even think there was a person in my neighborhood with a college degree, quite frankly. And my dad didn't graduate from high school and worked the worst hourly jobs on the planet. So the knowledge today that's available on the internet, again, with, especially with like YouTube, it's insane. I mean, you can literally watch YouTube and get a college education. I'm gonna tell you something else. Libraries today are like universities, okay? There's a library in my town, the Blasco Library. It's on the Bayfront. I went down there to check it out, and it's phenomenal. They've got all these books on Audible now. You don't have to pay for them. They have a YouTube lab and a podcast lab that you can use if you want to have a podcast or a YouTube channel. They've got a technology room with 3D printers and computers. You don't have to buy any of this stuff. And a library membership is free. It is free. It's literally like a corporation and a university setting there for you to start a business. It's free. So you can't tell me you can't find the tools and the knowledge. It's free. And as far as people go, like I said, there's this thing called YouTube. I have consumed hundreds and hundreds of hours of YouTube over the past 5 years, 7 years, while I've been on this quest for self-improvement and personal and financial freedom. And every once in a while, I will impart an opinion about something to other people, and they'll be really impressed, and it'll hit me just how much I've learned from watching successful people on YouTube. It's crazy. So there's no lack of knowledge out there. All you have to do is seek it. So you have the time, you have the money, you have the knowledge. Again, you can access the people. And it's the same thing with like your health, okay? Planet Fitness is $10 a month. If you can't afford $10 a month to access a gym, there's something wrong, okay? Plus, you can go on Google and just Google what foods are harmful, what foods are healthy, and change your diet. And I realize organic foods and healthy foods are more expensive, but one good thing you can do for your health is eat less. As Americans, especially as Americans, we overeat like crazy. And so many of us are overweight. So if you can afford less food because you're buying quality food, so what? Eat less. It'll be good for you. So I'm just telling you, everything you need to become successful is free, it's available, and you don't lack any of it.